Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you a pair of headphones that have the best battery life I've ever seen. I'll also of course be going through all the other features such as the microphone, how they sound and the comfort and how they feel. But if you are after a pair of headphones that have an insane battery life, these are definitely going to be for you. As always, if you'd like to pick up this product and also support my channel, you can find a link down below. But let's get into the rest of the video and see what these headphones can do.
The unboxing experience is what I've come to expect for a pair of headphones around this price point. They come in a nice box and also a very nice hardback case. And this feels good quality and like it would definitely keep the headphones protected if you're traveling. And just the overall feel of the box and the case itself feel good quality. I quite like the logo on the front of the case here. It looks pretty cool. And you've got a really nice sturdy feeling zip. And on the inside you've got your user manual, your headphones, and some cables, which I'll show you in a second. I was quite pleased with how the headphones look initially. They are quite stealthy, a minimalist design, which is what I would normally go for in a pair of headphones. I don't want anything that stands out too much. Not a huge fan of how they've kind of styled the logo on the side of the headphones. They just, I don't know, I feel they look a little bit strange. And then, of course, we've got our cables. You've got a USB-C cable, and you've also got your audio jack as well. If you like a minimalist design, these headphones are going to be for you. I do think the logo on the side just doesn't quite fit the rest of the headphones and the way it's been kind of styled. These do feel quite good in the hands. They're about what I've come to expect at a pair of headphones at this price range. They're not too heavy or too light, light in the sense that they feel cheap. They have a good weight to them, and the buttons feel nice and clicky, so no complaints there. When it comes to comfort, I wore these for some really long gaming sessions and some long editing sessions as well, and I found them pretty comfortable. Like most headphones, you do find there's a bit of an adjustment period until you get used to the fit and feel of them, and these were no different, but I got used to them pretty quickly. I got some mild ear discomfort after wearing these for long periods of time, which is normal, especially the fact that I'm wearing glasses as well. So for this part of the video, I'm going to be talking using the microphone from the headset. That'll give you an idea of what they sound like. I'm not expecting it to sound great. A lot of the time, the microphones in headsets like these are very mediocre, and I don't think I've ever tested a pair where they sound great. They're normally like average or slightly above average. So we'll see what that sounds like. I also want to show you on my computer here the battery life. Now, to me, this is completely insane because I've been using this headset for about a week now, and you'll see that I'm currently on 80%. And let me just tell you how this has kind of dropped down as I've been using these headphones. So it took 2 days for it to go from 100% to 90%, and then it took about a further 4 to 5 days for it to go to 80%. So these headphones do have a pretty insane claim on their battery life, but I think although it's probably not going to be accurate, as they never are when manufacturers put battery life specs on their products, it's always lower. So far, these are easily the best performing headphones I've ever used in terms of battery life. In terms of sound quality and other stuff, we'll talk about that in another part of the video. But for sure, in terms of battery life, these are hands down the best I've used so far. I'm literally struggling to kill them. I generally aim to use a product for about a week before I publish my review. And I've been using these for about a week, and you'll see I would probably have to use these for like a month to kill the battery. So yeah, that's pretty insane.
I forgot to mention in that last part that when I've been using these, I haven't been using the active noise cancellation. So you will need to bear in mind if you do have that turned on, you are going to get less battery life. But considering how long these last anyway, I don't think that's going to be a huge issue. So let's talk about how these sound. And that's where I feel like a lot of people might be a bit disappointed with these headphones because they don't really support any high quality codecs. So you're not getting aptX or LDAC or anything like that. Those do come with their own slight downsides, like lower latency, but really the trade-off for the better sound quality is probably worth it unless you're like a really competitive gamer or something like that. But with the sound quality of these, they're not terrible. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying these have bad sound quality. But if you're a bit of an audiophile and you are used to using really good headphones, these probably are going to be a little bit disappointing for you. They have a decent bass level. If I put some really bass heavy tracks on and crank up the audio on these, they're not bad in terms of the bass department. It's just those details, those minor details of the instruments and songs in the background, they're a bit harder to pick up, and just the overall immersion in the music just isn't quite there. So these have a decent sound quality, but for any audiophiles out there, people who really love sound quality, these might not be for you. Of course, let's talk about the active noise cancellation and the transparency mode. So let's first talk about the transparency mode, because I was quite impressed with that. I've definitely tested better in higher end products, but the transparency mode on this product, I felt like it worked quite well. I was sitting here and I had some music playing and there was some background noise, and I put them on and put the transparency mode on, and it really felt like it brought in a lot of that noise quite well. When it comes to the active noise cancellation on these, I would say they're about average for their price point, so they do the job reasonably well. They're not going to blow you away, but it's definitely a nice additional feature to have if you want to feel a bit more immersed in that music and remove some of the background hum. But if you're looking for something that's really going to drown out all of that noise around you, these are definitely not a high-end performer here. I would say they're about average. So they do the job reasonably well, but you can't expect much more than that, I think, for the price point of these. Here are my final thoughts on these, and I think you'll probably have got the gist of this throughout my video. If you are after a pair of headphones that have insane battery life, these are an easy choice. If I wanted something with decent sound quality that I didn't have to worry about charging, it would hands down be this product. If I wanted something that sounded really good to listen to music for short periods of time, it probably wouldn't be these, as I don't feel like they have insane sound quality. They're just a bit average. And the microphone quality isn't too great either. But just in terms of pure battery life, I think that's what Kiwi have gone for here, and they've definitely succeeded. So if you are thinking of picking up this product and you've taken them things into consideration, I think you won't be disappointed with the battery life on these. And as always, you can find a link down below if you want to pick them up. I really hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. If you're new here, please consider subscribing for more videos like this one. And of course, I will see you in the next one.